So we all have these blind spots, but it's so hard to recognize them because we can't see past our own tunnel vision. Fortunately, today we're going to go over 3 questions that you can ask yourself to become aware of your blind spots so that you can be a more effective you. And stick with me because I'm going to share my tricks to continued growth and development. All right, so number 1, have you ever felt like you've had the same situation that keeps popping up and you're feeling like,
Why does this keep happening to me?
that is a really good indication that you've got a pattern going on. When we can look at patterns, it's a really good sign that will show us where our blind spots are, what is coming up that we may not be seeing consciously, but subconsciously we keep reenacting these same moments that are showing up. So what keeps showing up? Maybe you keep attracting the same kind of relationship. Maybe you're attracting a partner who always seems to be angry or seems to be elusive. They're just not available, or they want to just be friends. If you can find yourself repeating the same kind of a pattern, it's an indication to you that there's a blind spot, something to be aware of, something that's ready to be healed. Or maybe it's handling conversations that always seem to turn into a confrontation. You go into it, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm going to make a better impact. I'm going to be heard and validated and understood. And then it just turns into a fight.
Every single time.
Or maybe you're not getting picked, whether it's being picked in sports and being picked for the promotion. If you can see a pattern where the same kind of thing keeps happening over and over, it's a really good indication that you've got a blind spot that you're not seeing. But the good news is the pattern will help shine a light on that blind spot for you so that you can start the healing process. Another way that you can find your blind spots is to listen to the stories that you're telling others about yourself. So for me, as a child growing up, I found that it was really safe for me to not know things. So if I was getting in trouble and my dad was saying, why did you do this thing? Why did you did the bad thing? And if I tried to give an answer, it seems like I always got in worse trouble. So I figured out at a very young age to just say,
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to argue with I don't know. But here's the thing, I started recognizing a pattern throughout my life where anytime something got stressful or I felt like I was on the spot, it still comes up now. If I'm being crowded in on and that spotlight is on me and someone's asking me a question, I'll go, I don't know. It's a reflex that keeps happening based on something that's in the past. So it's telling me, hey, here's something that was blind. Now you can see, now you can heal it. So here's the thing. When we have something that we are saying to other people, we're telling the story, I'm telling these other people the words, I don't know. The part of my brain that is speaking the words and the part of my brain that are listening are 2 totally different parts of my brain. And since our brain is listening to our voice and believing everything that we say because it's in our own words, my brain's saying,
Oh, that must be true. She must not know.
or if you're saying something about yourself like, I'm not good at this, or I'm not good enough, I'm not, whatever it is, this negative thing that you're saying, your brain is actually listening to you and saying,
Oh, well, they must be right.
they said it in their own voice, that must be true. So I invite you to start listening to all those things that you are telling others about yourself in order to stake your ground and make your point. That will help take that tunnel vision and open it up. Next, think about the other people in your life who bug you. What is it about them that you don't like? And I know you can find at least 1 or 2. But Carl Jung said that everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. What we judge in others is a reflection of what we don't want to see in us. So again, we can take that blind spot and give light to it. And this one is really huge. I encourage you to make a list. If you can, make a list of everybody who bugs you and all the traits about why they're bugging you. All of that can lead to an awareness and an understanding for your own blind spots that you can now look at and see in a different way. So you've made your list and you are aware of some of your blind spots now. So now what? Are these blind spots helpful? Are they hurting? What's the deal? So here's the thing. All of these blind spots as you start to uncover them, as you start to become aware of them, they are all gifts for you, because now you get to decide if you want to heal them or keep them. Chances are, if you're watching this video, then you are on your healing journey. You are looking for ways to figure out how to become more self-aware and that better, best version of you. So I'm going to share with you some ideas that you can start putting into practice to help you start to move through these blind spots, shine that light on them, and ultimately resolve them. So I want to share a story with you about a client that I was working with who kept getting passed over by his bosses for a promotion. And it was something that had followed him his whole life, from his college years all the way into his work life. So we started talking about it, we started unpacking it, we saw that there was a pattern. And when we were looking at what was really going on and started going backwards down through this pattern, we saw that the reason he was getting passed over for the promotions was because he wasn't doing a good job at work. He was showing up late and not doing his best. And when we looked at why that was true, we saw that he was drinking too much and doing things, staying up late at night. So we unpacked that. We kept going backwards down the storyline to figure out why this pattern had been set in place. We finally got to a point where he remembers his father was on his deathbed and he couldn't get to his dad's deathbed. He couldn't be there with him. And for whatever reason, the turmoil of not being able to be with his dad at that very crucial moment led him to making choices and creating patterns that ultimately led to him needing to get a promotion and being passed over time and time again. So it's this pattern that was set in motion, but here's the beautiful thing. Once he was able to identify the pattern, move backwards down the timeline to find the root cause, now he can heal that broken piece, that piece from his past that was still hurting, that was still triggering this path that he didn't want to be on. So we spent some time and we were able to heal through that original trauma, and wouldn't you know it, a week later he got that promotion. Sometimes it can happen that fast, which is really amazing. And so I share this story with you because I want you to know that these blind spots are blind to begin with, but if you know you want to uncover them, don't be afraid at what you're going to find. Being stuck in the blind spot is going to be much more painful than actually going through that healing journey to ultimately get what you want. And when you can get on the other side of that blind spot, to be able to stand open and say, this is who I am, and to feel that confidence and that energy running through you, it's definitely worth the trip. And so I want to share with you this other quote by Rumi. It says, "The beauty you see in me is a reflection of you." So as you continue to unpack all of these moments that can be a healing journey for you, as you continue to look at these blind spots, shine light on them, take that healing journey, just like when you were looking at people saying, oh, I don't like this about them, I don't like this, I don't like that, the same is going to happen on the other side. You're going to start to notice the things that you love in other people, the things that you admire, the traits that you want to have as part of your journey. And so we get to have this shift from blind spot to bright spot. And it's all because of these other people being a reflection for us in our lives. So I hope you like this video. I would actually love to hear from you what your blind spots were and how you moved through them, or if you have a blind spot that you're now aware of and you're stuck and you're not sure where to go. So leave a comment below. Be sure to like and subscribe and watch our next video, How to Find Peace in a Bad Marriage. Click, click, click. I know you want to watch it.